Have you seen this video making the rounds on the internet where it shows the disparity between the median income wage and the median house price, implying this impossible unaffordability in Canadian real estate? Well, let me introduce you to a propaganda term called card stacking.
Done. And card stacking is choosing some facts and leaving out others and arranging them to suit your purpose.
Now, we can all agree that 1984 isn't the same as it is today. Interest rate environment is different. It's a lot more popular for dual income households. And since then, there's been a lot of population growth and urbanization of major centers. So what's missing from this chart? Equity for one. Number two is it doesn't specify first-time home buyers. It includes repeat home buyers as well. So it doesn't account for the equity that people have in the property. Now, if you still believe that chart and there's an impossible affordability crisis when it comes to housing in Canada, well, then you might be stuck in an echo chamber.
Does that mean it isn't true?
Not necessarily. Evaluating propaganda isn't that simple. Recognizing the technique is one step. Another step is to know the purpose. What is the purpose here?
That's easy. To get people to vote for Butler.
If you bear with me for a moment, I'm going to show you a chart from Bank of Canada where they collected their data from 2014 to 2022, showing that 50% of the mortgages that were issued were to property virgins. Now, of course, I have more data than that. CMHC did a survey in 2024 for the last 18 months, showing that about 55% of the people surveyed were first-time home buyers. Now let's dive deeper into this with Statistics Canada showing us exactly how much people spent. So starting off in British Columbia, we're going to start off with the single buyer. Males spent on average $500,000, which would have been 5.3 times more than their income. Single females spent about $510,000. That was 6.1 times their income. First-time homebuyer couples spent $639,000 on average. That was about 4.4 times than their income. Single first-time homebuyers in Nova Scotia, males spent $230,000, about 3.1 times their income. Women spent $211,000, 3.1 times their income. First-time homebuyer pairs spent about $230,000, which was 3.1 times their income. In Manitoba, single first-time homebuyers, males spent about $249,000, and that was 3.6 times their income. Females spent $240,000, 3.7 times their income. And first-time homebuyer pairs spent about $320,000, which was 3 times their income. The average down payment for most buyers was 7.6% of the purchase price. So what's the solution? Because we can't go back to 1984. So here's what you can do about it. Number one, you could take control of your finances. You start budgeting like your future depends on it, because it does. Number two is boosting your income. That could be through a side hustle. It could be through retraining. It could be through educating yourself to increase your skills or asking for that raise. It all adds up. Number three is being realistic about location. Affordability hasn't gone extinct, it's just relocated. You could join the tens of thousands of Torontonians and Vancouverites that have left the big metros that are really expensive to find affordability and opportunity outside of those places. Hey, if you enjoyed that, don't forget to like and subscribe. Of course, unless you like paying rent forever and dodging the easiest way to build a financial nest egg for yourself and your kids. But no pressure though.